The world tells you to follow the rules, to fit in, to accept what is. But visionaries like Elon Musk don't live in the world of what is. They live in the realm of what could be. From the moment he dared to dream, Elon has been relentless, fearless, and unshakable in his pursuit of the impossible. Imagine a young man in Pretoria, South Africa, immersed in books, computers, and questions no one else dared to ask. He didn't wait for permission. He didn't wait for the world to understand him. He chose to believe that the boundaries of possibility were not walls. They were challenges to be overcome. Belief is the first spark, the fire that fuels action. Elon's belief wasn't vague or passive. It was a laser-focused conviction that the future could be better, faster, cleaner, more daring. He imagined rockets not just as machines, but as the pathway to becoming a multi-planetary species. He envisioned electric cars not as gimmicks, but as tools to save our planet. He saw solar energy not as an industry, but as a revolution waiting to be unleashed. That belief was his compass, and he held it tighter than any fear, any doubt, or any voice of skepticism. Clarity follows belief. Elon Musk doesn't chase distractions. He doesn't get lost in the noise of trends or opinions. He looks at the world, sees the flaws, and asks a single question: how can this be better? Every failure, every obstacle, every burned bridge is filtered through this lens of clarity. When PayPal faced bankruptcy, he didn't panic. He clarified the problem, distilled the essence, and acted. When SpaceX rockets exploded, he didn't retreat. He analyzed, learned, and built again. Clarity is not about having a smooth path. It's about seeing the mountain for what it is and plotting the boldest trajectory to its peak. Vision is where belief and clarity collide. Elon Musk's vision isn't comfortable. It isn't polite. It shakes industries. It terrifies conventional minds. Tesla wasn't just about making a car. It was about forcing the auto industry to evolve, to innovate, to catch up. SpaceX wasn't just about launching rockets. It was about proving that private enterprise could achieve what governments had struggled with for decades. Solar City wasn't just panels. It was a blueprint for humanity to rethink energy itself. A true visionary doesn't settle for incremental change. They chase transformation. They chase disruption. They chase a future so audacious that the world initially laughs and eventually follows. Purpose drives vision. Elon Musk wakes up every day not for money, fame, or comfort. He wakes up for humanity. He wakes up to solve the problems that most would label unsolvable. When you have a purpose so large, so urgent, that the trivialities of life cannot distract you, fear loses its grip. Purpose gives you the energy to work 100 hours a week, to sleep on factory floors, to face public humiliation without flinching. Elon's purpose is bigger than himself. And when purpose becomes the engine of your life, failure becomes fuel, and criticism becomes a challenge rather than a threat. Discipline is the bridge between purpose and action. Vision without discipline is daydreaming. Elon Musk schedules his life with surgical precision. Every hour, every meeting, every second of energy is allocated towards solving the problems that matter most. He breaks down massive challenges into daily execution, coding lines, designing engines, negotiating contracts, testing prototypes. Discipline is not about restriction, it is about freedom. Freedom to push beyond limitations, freedom to bring impossible ideas into reality. And make no mistake, discipline is what turns brilliant ideas into world-altering inventions. Action is the heartbeat of all change. Elon Musk doesn't theorize. He builds, he launches, he iterates. Tesla didn't start as perfection. It started as a car in a garage. SpaceX didn't start with flawless rockets. It started with a single prototype, a single launch attempt, a single failure. Action is not glamorous. It is grueling, relentless, and unyielding. But it is the only way to turn dreams into proof. Resilience is the armor that protects every visionary. When your rockets fail, when your car factories burn, when the world mocks your ambition, resilience is the fire that keeps you standing. Elon Musk has faced bankruptcy, lawsuits, public ridicule, and seemingly insurmountable technical challenges. Yet every time he rises, he doesn't just survive adversity, he uses it, channels it, and lets it refine his genius. Resilience is not innate. It is forged through relentless trial, unwavering commitment, and the refusal to quit when the odds are impossible. Learning is the compass of innovation. Elon Musk is not content with what he already knows. He reads voraciously, questions constantly, and learns from every failure faster than most learn from a single success. Rocket science? He taught himself. Automotive engineering? He immersed himself. Energy grids, tunneling systems. He dives headfirst into fields that intimidate even experts. Learning isn't a passive act for him, it is a weapon. Every book, every diagram, every late-night experiment feeds the relentless expansion of his mind. To think like Elon Musk is to understand that ignorance is temporary, curiosity is endless, and mastery is earned through relentless pursuit. Adaptability is the edge that separates dreamers from disruptors. The world changes. Technology evolves. Markets shift. Elon doesn't resist change. He anticipates it, harnesses it, and sometimes accelerates it. When Tesla faced production bottlenecks, he redesigned factories overnight. When SpaceX's early rockets failed, he pivoted designs and strategies in real time. Adaptability is not about compromise, it is about survival, acceleration, and the courage to transform under pressure. The strongest minds are not the ones who never stumble, they are the ones who bend, pivot, and rise, stronger than before. Gratitude is the silent engine that fuels the soul behind relentless ambition. Elon Musk acknowledges the teams, the mentors, the collaborators, and even the critics who sharpen his vision. Gratitude doesn't weaken him, it strengthens his purpose, centers his drive, and reminds him why the work matters beyond profit or fame. Every launch, every innovation, every breakthrough carries the echo of countless unseen hands, untold sacrifices, and the persistent support of those who believed when others doubted. Gratitude ensures that even amidst chaos, there is perspective, humility, and the clarity to keep building something greater than oneself. And then comes the climax of all of it, the synthesis of mindset. Belief, clarity, vision, purpose, discipline, action, resilience, learning, adaptability, and gratitude. It is in this convergence that true greatness emerges. Elon Musk doesn't just build rockets. He doesn't just create electric cars. He doesn't simply pioneer solar energy or AI. He ignites movements. He challenges industries. He compels humanity to reconsider what is possible, to raise expectations, to redefine ambition. Every failure becomes a stepping stone. Every criticism becomes a catalyst. Every sleepless night becomes a foundation for innovation that reshapes the world. To think like Elon Musk is not to mimic his path, it is to adopt his principles. To embrace discomfort as fuel, to confront fear as a teacher, to view obstacles as invitations, to persist when failure is inevitable, to imagine the impossible, then engineer it into reality. You are not here to follow industries. You are here to disrupt them, to think beyond convention, to pursue audacious ideas that challenge the very fabric of what others call reality. Every day is an opportunity to iterate on your vision, to execute with discipline, and to rise with resilience. And as you stand at the edge of your own potential, remember this: the world is not waiting for permission. It is not waiting for comfort. It is waiting for those who dare, who risk, who believe with unwavering conviction. The road will be harsh, the nights will be long, the failures will be brutal. But if you commit with the fire that Elon Musk embodies, if you think with clarity, act with purpose, and persist without hesitation, you will not just succeed, you will redefine what is possible for generations to come. So now take this fire, this vision, this audacity, and carry it into your life. Ask yourself, what impossible thing will I build today? What challenge will I confront? What industry will I disrupt? What legacy will I leave? The answer is waiting inside you. It always has been. If this has ignited something inside you, something relentless, something unyielding, don't let it fade. Subscribe now, because here, we bring you more stories, more insights, and more unstoppable motivation that will push you to break boundaries, challenge limits, and think like the visionaries who change the world. This completes the motivational script in cinematic, high-intensity style, flowing naturally and fully immersive. If you want, I can also create a separate line-by-line AI image prompt version for this script, optimized for cinematic visuals for your YouTube video, so every line has a detailed prompt to generate ultra-realistic images. That would make producing the video much faster. The moment of truth is now. This is where vision becomes action, where audacity meets execution, and where the impossible finally bows to persistence. Elon Musk doesn't wait for approval. He doesn't wait for validation. He doesn't wait for a smooth path. Every setback, every failed rocket, every naysayer only strengthens his resolve. The world calls it risk. Elon calls it opportunity. Every time the odds scream you can't, he answers with design, with code, with invention, with relentless action. That is the heartbeat of a disruptor. The refusal to accept mediocrity. The refusal to settle for what everyone else thinks is possible. The path of innovation is lonely. It is exhausting. It is relentless. Elon Musk has faced ridicule, financial collapse, and pressures that would break most men. And yet he continues to walk forward, fueled by something no failure can destroy: vision. A vision that stretches beyond profit, beyond recognition, beyond any individual achievement. He dreams of humanity thriving among the stars, of a planet powered sustainably, of technology advancing to solve the greatest crises of our time. To think like Elon Musk is to live inside that vision every day, to let it shape every choice, every action, every sacrifice. Every great accomplishment begins with a single decision: to act. And action demands courage. Courage to launch rockets that might explode. Courage to build cars that might fail. Courage to pursue ideas others label impossible. Elon Musk embodies this courage in every fiber of his being. But courage alone is not enough. It must be married to discipline, to learning, to adaptability, and to resilience. Without these, bold ideas remain dreams. With them, bold ideas become revolutions. Imagine the sheer scale of his focus. The sleepless nights designing SpaceX rockets, the endless hours refining Tesla batteries, the battles with investors, engineers, and regulators. Imagine the pressure of being wrong, publicly, repeatedly, and yet he endures. He iterates. He improves. He pushes further. That is the DNA of a visionary. That is the essence of someone who doesn't just follow industries, but shatters them, reshapes them, and sets new standards for the world to chase. And now, picture yourself standing at the edge of your own potential. The world is waiting, not for those who follow the crowd, but for those who challenge it. Ask yourself, are you willing to risk everything for your vision? Are you willing to work harder than anyone else? To fail more times than you can count? To adapt, learn, and rise stronger with every blow? Because that is what it takes to think like Elon Musk. That is what it takes to leave a mark that the world will never forget. Your journey begins here, with belief that your vision matters, with clarity that guides every decision, with discipline that fuels every action, with resilience that turns every failure into momentum, with adaptability that keeps you ahead of change, with gratitude that grounds you even as you rise, and with courage that refuses to let fear dictate your limits. This is how industries are disrupted. This is how legends are made. This is how you take the impossible and make it inevitable. Remember, the world doesn't reward those who sit back. It doesn't reward the hesitant, the cautious, or the complacent. It rewards those who dare, who build, who innovate, and who persist relentlessly. Elon Musk is not just a man, he is a blueprint for visionaries who refuse to follow, who refuse to settle, who refuse to accept the limits imposed by others. To think like him is to understand that failure is not defeat, that risk is not terror, that challenge is not a wall, it is a ladder. And every rung you climb takes you closer to changing your life, your industry, and perhaps even the world. So rise, build, fail, learn, persist, adapt, innovate, disrupt, and, above all, act. Because the world doesn't wait for permission, and neither should you. You have the potential to redefine what is possible. You have the power to leave a legacy. You have the mind, the heart, and the courage to think like Elon Musk. Now step forward and make the impossible your reality. If this sparked the fire inside you, if it awakened the vision you've been holding back, subscribe now, because here we bring you more motivation, more strategies, and more unstoppable inspiration. The world is waiting for those who refuse to follow. Be one of them. Change your life, change the world, and think beyond everything you thought was possible.